Hi, babies and buddies. Let's do a run. So, this is actually my second run of the day, but it's my first of tonight. I had a very, very bad run earlier today. I mean, it eventually ended up being okay, but it was one of those where had one more floor gone badly, I think I could have taken an L. Stands for loosey woozy, in case you were wondering. It started off like rough because I got 2 failed lockpick attempts, so I left the first floor with just the thing. I mean, I didn't get any other keys, so it wasn't like the lockpick attempts were in the face of things would have gone better otherwise. But you know, it still sucks to leave the first floor with nothing but a couple packs of junk and one gun. And the gun, I can't remember what it was, but I do remember that it weren't too good. I didn't get a decent gun until I got like the pox cannon. I was also at like 7 curse by the end of the oubliette, or 6 curse by the end of the oubliette. I didn't take any damage. I think I got hit by a jammed enemy once in that whole run, especially when things were going, oh, maybe the whole run period. But I got hit a lot. I got hit on the freaking what was the name of that enemy? The freaking beholster, by just like not looking where I was walking. I think no, here's what it was. I dodge rolled way off course into an enemy bullet for no freaking reason. Into a bullet that I saw from a mile away. I dodge rolled into it. And then like there were a number of times that I was dodge rolling directly into bullets that I had no interaction with otherwise. But it kept happening. Oh, Lord. Okay, so 3 keys here. I would need 75 casings to get them all. I think chest friendship is actually worth it, whether we get enough keys or not. As long as we get 50, we should get chest friendship. It's really weird to get a thing that drops more, makes chests more likely, and in doing so, potentially have to give up as many as 2 other chests. But that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. It said sting, or maybe it was actually 2. Dude, we're not even gonna get 50 casings. If we don't get a gold casing, like, from the boss, we're not even gonna make the freaking 50. This is frustrating. God, the first floor has been really frustrating. No, it wasn't. No, it was Tupac. Yeah, it wasn't. I was thinking maybe it's Puff Daddy, but no, it's actually Tupac. Toothpac. That's his dentist name. He planned on being a dentist before becoming a rapper. He went by Toothpac, and then when he had to give up on that career choice because he realized it wasn't as lucrative as rhyming words together over music, he took the TH off and just remained a poor nobody named Tupac. Was Tupac his actual name? And like his rap name was with the number? Oh god, I almost walked into that. Because I think his birth name might have been Tupac, but like as a rapper, itchy face, sorry. As a rapper, he went by TWOPAC. I don't know. I never really liked the West Coast hip-hop scene, even though now I live on the West Coast, so I feel like I have to go back and give it another go. I mean, I don't have to, of course. Who's gonna make me? Tupac? He's a fucking corpse. Yeah, I hate the first floor. I hate it. So now we're pretty desperate to find a secret room, because that could potentially have a key in it. It's not likely. Otherwise, we can't even afford a second key, which means we can't even open a brown chest. It's just frustrating. Where else could this thing be? Oh man, it's just frustrating for the first floor to be devoid of keys so frequently. Tried to make it work. It's just a weird thing, you know? Like, hey, you're gonna do this. You have to do this every time, but like a lot of the time, you're not gonna get the opportunity to open anything if you want to go to the one of the floors of the game. God. Okay, let's do this. Let's try it. It doesn't feel like it's in here. Neat. Neat stuff. Neat fucking stuff, man. It's so neat. It's so ridiculously neat. This stuff. Okay, there we go. It was something. It's a living. God damn. Like, I hate first floor shops. Because all you get is the opportunity to know you're not getting something. Hold on one second. Roddy was talking in the Discord about episode of The Simpsons back in the day where Homer wrote a suicide note because... Oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different episode. I was thinking of the sushi episode. I don't know if he wrote a suicide note in that one. I know he talked about his death. But it is strange how different... I mean, it's not really that strange. It was like over 30 years ago that episode came out. But it's weird that things could be called the same thing and be so vastly different. Like, they still call it The Simpsons. They still have the same characters, still the same voice cast, except for a handful of people who have actually passed. But for the most part, The Simpsons is... It's pretty much still its own... It's the same thing that it was in terms of human people, but like it's... I guess the writing staff, the people that create the narratives are very different, so... I guess that's where the changes actually lie. God. Dude, I don't think I can do another floor without opening any chests. I don't think I can do it. We're gonna save it. No, we're not. Ah, that's disappointing. Oh. It's just like bad news early on. Well, it doesn't take as much bad news early on, I guess. So it's more easily devastating because you have less to work with. Once this game opens up, and I know that's the whole point, is to get through the slog, to get to the point where you get to have a drastically unique run. They added Paradox to give a little bit of an opportunity for uniqueness super early on. But I think the main difference between this and a game like Isaac is also, you know, it's more of a slog early on. I think level-based roguelites kind of have to be to some degree because you can't have things unless there's some sort of external progression system that's pretty palpable. But like in Isaac, the first floor is 1 second long, and it doesn't the first floor at least doesn't determine a ton of what's going on for later. You're not likely to make money regardless. There are some rare times, but it's also not useful until the second floor. And at that point, you already have one free thing and multiple, or you have 2 free items. The lack of any, I think you only get 1 free thing if you survive the boss on this one. I mean, it's not that I think. You're only guaranteed to get 1 free thing in a country run. Jesus Christ, that thing wiggled around from all out of town. But yeah, you're going with the starting stuff for a little bit longer. I do have to say, and I know it's 100% psychosomatic, there's something about the bigger bullets in this game with his alternate gun that makes me feel like their impact is more pronounced. Like, it's dumb because size actually does not matter for bullets in this game at all, besides like their hitbox. But still, it's got a feeling to it. I actually don't even know if the size even matters for the hitbox on this one, if we're being, you know, frank. We're being Lloyd right over here about it. Why do they start this guy with a freaking ammo thing and no ammo? That's a design choice I'll never understand. It's just preparedness seems to be his thing. Seems to be the guy who's all about being ready for anything, but not really the guy about offering anything. He can reload fast, relatively accurate, but he like has 2 very temporary items and nothing else. What's up, baby? Why are you making that face?
I just said if I want to make the burger or not.
Oh. I think I'd rather have it be made. Like, I'm not saying like you make the burger. What I'm saying is I'd rather make them and maybe eat half of one now. Yeah. We can both make them. You just gotta wait. Almost phrased that all wrong. That could have been a mess. Dude, this gun sucks. It is so bad. You know who it would be good with? Pilot. Just somebody that can use a gun regardless. Oh, still no keys coming out of the woodwork. Oh god. Huh. Damn it. There we go. Glad I didn't touch the armor first. Got a little something extra. I still don't necessarily want to have to use a key on the Abbey. Or the old crest. It's not even the Abbey, it's the potential for the Abbey. It's like buying a fucking lottery ticket. It's the potential for something useful, but more likely than not, it's just buying something. Dude, when I was holding the old crest in the last one, I just fucking clear out of nowhere. There's one bullet coming across the entire room, and I just dove into the whole thing. Something I talked about in the last one I wanted to talk about a little bit further was, so I watched a video about the, oh, there we go, about the YouTube algorithm today, and I've been thinking about it. Oh, man. I've been thinking about the algorithm. I don't think that I care about the algorithm that much because I don't actually profit off of YouTube to any degree. I did make a little bit of money off of Twitch, finally. What's your business? No, it's a gamer, right? Yeah, I don't care about the algorithm. I don't care about like monetization or demonetization. I'm not at a point where it matters to me because I'm not profiting from it. I'm not reliant on it in any way. So basically, but it was interesting because I have 2 accounts for YouTube because I have the low poly lunch one, and sometimes when I'm uploading low poly lunch videos, I watch something on YouTube. Usually if I'm like playing Final Fantasy or something like that, doing some, you know, innocuous kind of background process, I'll have it on, and most of the stuff is the same, of course, except for all the things I've like filtered out. Like, I don't know anything about H3. It keeps getting recommended to me. Oh fuck, to low poly lunch. Not that I have any even semblance of a problem with it. I just don't know anything about it. So the fact that it keeps popping up is kind of like, it's just weird that it's like, the algorithm is like, sure. It's sure that like, I need that in my life. The other thing is, the algorithm is very, very sure that I need anything about electric vehicles in my life, and that's my own doing. On both my accounts, I get like, so it's actually like problematic because YouTube now seems to think that I love cars, which is not true. They're focusing in on the electric vehicle stuff, but even more than that, they're focusing in on the vehicle part of it. I'm getting a lot of like chatter about just cars in general. And I'm like, dude, you don't get it. It's the tech part of it I care about. It's the gadgetry. It's the brand new world of vehicles thing that I'm excited about. The paradigm shift, you know? Like, I don't care that cars... there was one video, I can't even fucking remember, like, the specifics of it. But it was like, you know, it started off, the video was talking about electric vehicles, and then it was talking about this, like, vehicle that's not an electric vehicle made by the same company, and how, like, it's important to care about that. And I was like, dude, get this horse shit off of my YouTube. I don't care even a little bit about regular cars, and I need YouTube to understand that. Like, I'm finding it difficult, I guess what I'm saying is I'm finding it difficult to push back against the algorithm, to say, hey, no, you got the wrong idea, man. Mac, you made it. Bub. It's not just about four-wheeled motion vehicles. It's about things that you plug in and then they go. And even that's not really it. Like, I want it to be understood that, like, so on my main YouTube account, I guess it's just a Google account at this point, but on the main one, YouTube seems to understand that it's like from a combination of interest in computers and tech and many other things that that's the central theme. That's the thread running between them. So it's focusing less on the on cars in general. I am getting more ads just about like going for a drive, which I know is part of the same algorithm. Dude, this fight is gonna last forever. I'm so glad I didn't go this way. Why do I keep doing that? My face is so itchy. Oh, because it's the first day in like 6 days that I didn't shave. Wait. I need a different backup weapon. Let's use this one. Something I can just hold. That has infinite range, because I can just stand back. I want this nerd. Shoot him. Shoot them all up. As long as he's in a spot that gives me some distance, I'm good. Thank you. I don't know why I pushed that. I guess I'm not super worried about weapon forcing. I'm a little bit. I don't have really anything to write home about in terms of guns right now. I'm just saying, this floor could have had a fucking thing on it. And it didn't. A fucking vampire. I'm not saying I'm mad about it, I'm just saying it could have. And it didn't. Yo, god damn it, game! That's the exact same noise that the freaking Chanspulon made moments ago. So I was... my second blink. Okay, well... let's just go ahead and crap all over this flawless. Just take a big dump on it. I think it's one of the more embarrassing enemies to lose. What? To not flawless. Be cool. Whoa. Come on. Getting too far away. Okay. Whew! There's the keys I've been missing this whole time. This could have been a freaking vampire floor, I'm just saying. This should have been a freaking vampire floor. This is... stop using the decent one, though. Let's see what you give me. Please don't be something that just gives me pistol machine. Please. I mean, but please also don't be... Yo, those little arcade cabinets, they should look like House of the Gun Dead. And the synergy is... 2 kinds of people. Let's see. Oh my god. It is the big one itself. It is the Magnum itself here. Airstrike's so good. You know what? No. I'm gonna make what is almost definitely the wrong call here. And we're gonna scoot. I do not remember amulets being so expensive. I think my thought of amulets is Gungeon like 1.0 or 1.0.1 amulets. Because I remember them not costing a ton, but also being very useless. They used to just straight up suck. They didn't give you an extra blank per floor. So you'd get them and it'd have this effect that you would only ever see on bosses unless you had like table tech items, which I think were even rarer at a certain time. Alright, so we need this. We don't need ice anymore. I hope everyone understands the genuine reason that I'm using the boomerang over the airstrike is not because I'm a huge fan of the boomerang, but because I'm because I get the crueler glaive a ton. And I am a huge fan of the crueler glaive, hitting every freaking enemy in the room. Don't ever reload. Don't ever reload. I don't know why I feel this way about this, but I keep thinking that I need to, get the kills with this weapon for it to work, but that's not the case. So let's see. This one, of course, will go in there, and then... yeah, we'll fill that up. Because that's pretty much my only other boss weapon right now, right? Wait, we were just talking about how many needs. Maybe Magnum, but Magnum is like... is one of those ones that disappoints as much as it impresses. It's like a first floor boss weapon. It's like a very good first floor boss weapon, a very, very bad other floors boss weapon. Man, we had used a lot of ammo before this floor. And I'm not going to be withholding on ammo now that I have the freaking shovel. The knockback on it is really good, though. Yo, I just saw that Squatchy streaming. Probably gotta do that after this run. It's so nice to see him, like, streaming more often because his PC's running like a champ. Like a dream, like a charm. Like a champ, dream, charm.
This hamburger is amazing.
Let me have one bite.
That's all the stuff you don't like on it. I made you a toast.
That would taste good. Yeah, that's really good. Besides all of the toppings, but good. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Jackie's out there watching this show called Pose, I believe. It's about transgender people in the 80s. Black transgender women in the 80s. Oh my god, in New York. So it's got like, it's got all the things ticked off. Like, this sounds stupid, but like, it's got exactly what my wife loves in a show. It's got minorities, men dressing up in women's clothes, men believing, men that are women, expressing the plight of their situation. It's like all of her favorite shows. Oh my god, I'm getting hit so much. I sound like I'm struggling to express my opinion about transsexuality, and my opinion is this: if these individuals believe that they are women, then they are women. That's it. I 100% do not understand how anybody else could even feel the right to say otherwise. However, like I feel, I feel lame about this, but my my syntax about it is bad. Like I use the wrong words very often, and I feel horrible about it. So I overthink about like saying the right thing, and then I just fuck it up even worse. So that's my major struggle. I still don't like the way that the lotus blossom on the laser lotus looks like a weird fleshlight. But I did get a different one of my favorite synergies, so I'll use that. That was a dog shit Old King fight. I got hit about 7 times, I believe. Which is far too many, and like, I didn't really have a reason to get hit that many. I think it was mostly because I was like, saying some transphobic shit on accident. Like, that's not what I was going for, that's not what I was implying. And that's what came out of my mouth, so it sounds fucking horrible. So I apologize for the way that I mis-said a lot of that to anybody out there. But I gotta say, so my wife's, she's got like 3 kinds of shows she likes. She likes cooking shows, she likes RuPaul's Drag Race, and then she likes... Oh my god. Thank goodness God we did that. And then she's got shows that are about people struggling with the things that the members of the cast of RuPaul's Drag Race have struggled with. Hey, Gay Potato, how you doing? Are you really a potato? I need to know for reasons. I got a survey to fill out. Good. Yeds. Well, we're happy to have you. We like all tubers around this part. All root vegetables. Well, nice. Got two tick marks on the checklist. Hey. Oh my god, I hate this enemy. Oh, I'm so bad at dodging that attack. Well, how are you besides gay and a potato? Oh shit. Well, that was stupid stuff right there. I'm not too smart today. I am playing Shovel Knight with this. It's like an incredible gun. It's really, really good. Oh man, where's the other secret? I like that better. I like the thought that you were just like so excited to answer that question that you had to yell it out. I'm good. This is my first day off of my little mini vacation. Well, not vacation, but I have 3 days off in a row, and it always feels really, really good on the first of them. Like, I don't have any plans besides going and getting sushi tomorrow. That's literally my only plan, and I do that every single Tuesday. Where's this stupid secret room? But regardless, I'm always excited when I have a couple days off. Yeah, Tuesday is me, my buddy Nate, my wife. We go get sushi every week on Tuesday. Same place. Cheap little sushi joint not far from our house. It's kind of like the halfway point between our 2 places. Oh, I already checked that room. And yeah, it's a tradition. Like, we all moved from Kansas City, so it's really nice to have an excuse to get together, even though it's just for like an hour a week, which is really the only time we hang out anymore. It's weird, getting older. I'm not old yet. Getting older sucks. It sucks ass. Like, probably not. because it's not got online co-op. I mean, I guess we could do Parsec, but there's no drop-in co-op. You talking about Parsec? Yeah. Well, I record these videos and put them up on my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna finish this run. I have done one run on Parsec with a friend, and it worked for the most part, like, surprisingly well. But I don't know much about the program, and I feel nervous because, like, I would have to give keyboard control, and that's a great way for you to just jump in and steal all my computer bits. All my bits and bytes, all my datum. So it's more than likely going to be, and I'm uncomfortable with that at the current moment. Yeah, now that I put the idea in your head, you're not going to be able to avoid doing such and such a thing. Now the thought is there, it's too tempting. Yeah, no, I just don't feel comfortable with it. I know that, like, so we tried to play it with 2 controllers, and for some reason it wasn't reading the second controller input. So, yeah, I just do not like the idea. Ooh, a map. I don't like the idea of handing out control to my PC. Oh shoot, are you kidding? Hey, it's right here too. Well, we definitely have something to give. You know what? We should do it now, even if we lose our gun forcing, because we can, we'll get a little curse, which will get us some more money. That's true. I actually can't... This feels sad to say, but I can't play this game, mouse and keyboard. I can, but I'm really, really bad at it. Give me that curse lady. How much curse does she give? Witches give 2 curse. I didn't see any curse, did I? Well, we'll just assume we have 2. Man, these are terribly weird spots for secret rooms. Where is it even? Right here? No, it's the south room. I would have never picked it. I mean, well, that's what we tried. I had a controller plugged into my computer. He had one plugged into his computer, and it was not... it wasn't reading any of his inputs. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Have you played a lot of Gungeon? Oh, God. Whoa. It's a good game. It's one of those games that is... I mean, all games are rewarding the more you play them. But yeah, this is one that it takes quite a while to get everything down. Learning all the items, all the character things. It's very nice to meet you, Gay Potato, but I do think I'm probably gonna... I'll just say it now instead of dithering and dallying about it. I'm probably gonna pass on the Parsec option at this point. I wanted to play this, and then my wife made some fake burgers for us to eat. I'm trying to do this vegetarian. I am sorry. I know that's not like... I'm not giving you a good reason for it. Oh God, what hit me there? But I want to eat these vegetarian burgers with my wife, and then I want to try the Devolver bunch of knockoff games that they made, Hotline Milwaukee and Into the Gun Dungeon and stuff. What's that tip? What is it? Probably don't need that, actually. Ah. Well, I did that within the party we were in, and it did nothing. But, I will definitely try that out next time. And I feel like I always need an early blank on this guy. You know what? I bet the shotgun's actually going to be okay. Oh, God! Whoa. God, the damage on this thing is insane. You know, as much as I've been trolled on Twitch, I hate to say that my first thought was, when you said, let me give you a tip, I thought you were going to be like, stop being such a piece of shit, oh, burn. That's how a lot of these interactions on Twitch go. Someone comes in real nice, you don't turn on song requests for them, or something like that, and then they despise you immediately and for good. There's a whole lot of that. It's strange how much. I think like my understanding of it is this: people get on Twitch, they go on with an agenda, they go on with a plan in motion, and when that plan is not met, the person at fault is everybody. Everybody that isn't them, anybody that didn't get in their way, or that got in their way, excuse me. Oh man. Actually, you know what? I wish I could tell you that that's not happened before, but it's happened very, very frequently before, in fact. What? No! Freaking Kage Bunshin? Well, that sucks. We can't steal. I was gonna get one quick thievery in. It gives you it's basically like a double vision. It makes it so that you ooh, baby. One of my favorite guns in the whole game. It basically makes it so that your clone also shoots, so you can just do crazy amounts of damage. Oops. It's not really any better than just regular double vision, the item, but it's neat. And it kind of actually sucks because it eats up your freaking ability to steal, which I don't know who wants that. Oh wait, what am I doing? I forgot that I have to use the Shovel Knight shotgun when I have it because it drops items like crazy. The backup gun only fires bullets in the opposite direction. This one fires on the same target from a different direction, so you could technically use it to like go around walls, having someone attack from the other side. Whoa! I didn't know the MAC-10 and the machine pistol had a synergy. Also, Iroquois. Or Iroquois. Huh. It's good, but I have a synergy with the boomerang and the crueler glaive that makes it so it stuns every enemy in a room when I throw it. So I think that has precedent. I basically just walk into a room, throw the crueler glaive once, and then none of the enemies are moving for a limited time. But I think I just summoned enemies for no reason because I dropped the thing too early. That's alright. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, we got a lot of active items on this freaking floor. Not much you can do with more than one, unless you have a backpack or something. Let's get out of here. This run went from a bad first floor to, by the end of the oubliette, I felt like it was pretty sad. Let's just go. Who cares if you get hit in this room? This room sucks. Man, that's the first time I've just barreled through that room, and it's also the first time in a very long time that I haven't been hit in it. See? That's the synergy with the boomerang and the the crueler glaive. Just throw it. Every single enemy stops moving. Cannot use the shadow clone, the Kage Bunshin, when you have that as an alternative. I wonder if I should go to the extra floor on this one. I feel like I'm doing well, so it'd be worth it, but it almost never is worth it. I fought the shopkeeper a number of times. Whoa, through two? Oh, that's a shadow bullet. Okay. Back in the day, I thought there was some secret you could glean from fighting the shopkeeper. Yeah, dude. Crueler glaive with the freaking boomerang is a sick synergy. I wish there were more synergies that were just like, I don't know, kind of opens up an item. Man, a floor with a... well, I mean, it was fine. I learned the fight really well doing that, but it just never, I never gained anything from it. Like, that was the bad part about it. That I killed, what's his name? Bello? A number of times and never gained anything. Huh. I'm not going to be able to afford both of them. Full Metal Jacket might be a good way to continue flawlessing, but I'm actually not really having too much trouble with that. Oh yeah, we will be able to afford both of them. It's really more of a pushover than he lets on. You just gotta learn the pattern. Like literally everything else in this game, it's all about taking the fight a number of times. I thought it was gonna be like the shopkeeper in... What's that game that I never actually played, but I've watched people play? Oh boy, that guy's a little sniper. Spelunky, where there's a reason to challenge the shopkeeper, but it's not. Oh man. Okay, we'll get 180 by the owl and continue on. I need to check my synergies to see if there's anything I need to avoid selling. Jesus Christ, why am I starting to play like shit? Alright, nice to meet you, Gay Potato. I'll see you around. Don't be a stranger. One of these is going to be junkin', and it's going to open this. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do a good amount of streaming, primarily this game, a handful of others, but primarily this game. So, maybe one day we'll do some two-player. We'll just have to see how that goes. Where is he? Wow, that actually just killed him. Hey Rojo, how you doing, man? You having a good one? Azul, I mean Rojo. Man, I've been like trying to do this stupid vegetarian thing. I've just been spending days mega hungry. My guts are asking me for meat every second of the damn day. I was a vegetarian for a very long time, so I know it's not impossible to get back into it, but it's just not easy. Oh, ooh, I dove right for that pit. Some sort of force kept me from jumping in it. Alright, so this is going to be the kill pillars, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we're doing like a soft core vegetarianism here. We're not doing anything too serious. We're gonna eat meat. We've already said that we're gonna eat meat every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody would be. It's not really that difficult once you have just gotten used to it. Same with any kind of regimen, diet, and or exercise. All it takes is familiarizing your body with the new situation. Oh god, that was so close. God, why am I playing like some sort of man made out of garbage recently? It would be nice if I got like a boss weapon. That'd be neat stuff. Well, yeah, if you're eating restaurant food, it's probably harder to be a vegetarian, especially if you're eating whatever's at hand, restaurant food. It takes a lot of effort to make a vegetarian diet work if you're eating at inexpensive restaurants. Wait, this synergizes with something, yeah, okay. Shoot. Wow, there's no nearby thing. Like, I get that vegetarians can be real turds, vegans can be, like, obnoxious little shits, but, like, the people who are, like, staunchly anti-vegetarianism for the sake of being counter, like, they can just go piss off. Like, I do not understand that kind of, like, I'll show them. They like not eating meat. Well, I'll fucking eat an alive human being. I'll fucking rip its throat out with my teeth. They gave us evolution gave us sharp teeth. Why shouldn't I just rip this thing's fucking head right off? It's weird. People have this fucking strange, I don't know, like overreaction against something just because it is the opposite of what they do. Dude, there's so many countries, especially like India, Thailand, China, Japan, you can get some of the best freaking vegetarian cuisine this side of the earth. Did that give me extra health? Or did it give me armor? Wait a second. It's not this side of the earth, actually. It's the other side. How did I get more health? I didn't. I probably just lost money. Well, anyway. There's not going to be anything in this room, but we're going to check it. We're going to check it. Then we're going to get out of here. We're going to cut out. I don't think I'm going to go to that fight that I never go to. It's 2 treasure chests. Maybe 1. I don't know, I work at a Chinese restaurant that's that makes really high quality food, but Taiwanese. I say Chinese a lot of the time because it's easier than explaining to people that there's a difference between Taiwan and China, but it is a Taiwanese restaurant, and it's fucking delicious. And even there, it's hard to find, like, there's a ton of great vegetarian options. It's still hard to find vegetarian stuff 100% of the time. Mostly because I mean, people are getting bored with them. We used to have an employee meal, and they just ended the family meal that we were, you know, allowed to partake of. They ended that from front of house because people whined about what is this was essentially free food. So I'm like running out of ideas when it comes to things to eat on the menu, but I was already running out of things to eat before I started attempting to cut meat. Yeah, dude, it was really disappointing. Like, so we had certain people that, like, most of the time they would order food anyway. They would pay for their meal because they thought the employee food was bad. The free family meal was bad. And I was like, that's fine. You know, we get an employee discount. We get 30% off. That's fine. If you don't like the food, no one at all, anywhere, ever, is going to force you to eat it. And that's true. There's not going to be a situation where someone says you are required to eat the employee meal. But people acted like it was a fucking affront to them that the food wasn't incredible when you have an incredible kitchen. They'd be like, why can't they just make, like, some of the stuff that they have on the menu and just, like, make it in bulk and have it for us? And I was like, because they make money off of that. They buy this extra cheaper food and they make these things in bulk because they're not costing their overhead. They're not taking away from their profits to do it. I mean, they are slightly, but to a much lesser extent. Why don't you just either eat the free food or just not complain about it? But still, you know, they wouldn't. And now it's gone and all, and I'm like, man, I'm spending way too much money here. I'm like, just shut up. Just shut up. I don't get it. People would make fun of me because they'd be like, man, that food doesn't look good. And I was like, free tastes pretty good to me. Yeah, dude, like, just stop looking gift horse in the mouth. Things could always be worse. Just accept that you're getting something good and move on. I do not get it. It's so alien to me. Oh! Okay, so we're gonna lose our cooler glaive thing, but we're going to gain invincibility, so that's okay. Let's actually finish up the rest of the room. Or the rest of the floor. There's a chance we can get a backpack or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, just, if you have a problem with something that other people don't have a problem with, where you complaining could take from them the thing that you don't care about, I don't know. I've talked myself into a freaking tizzy about this subject for a while, because it's like, hey, I don't think this situation is the best it could be. Why don't you just make it better for me specifically? And I just always want to be like, why don't you just, if you're okay with paying for food, just fucking do it and let the people who don't want to spend money every single day at work, you know, not have to pay for food. They can eat the stuff that you don't care for. Yeah, right? You're taking from other people because of the situation not being the perfectest. That's exactly what it leads to. And, like, there's even still some people that are like, well, they could have just made the employee meal better. I just want to be like, just shut the fuck up. Just stop with the pissing and moaning about things that, like, you don't seem to care about one way or the other. I added up. So our food is pretty expensive where we work. Now there's a limited menu that's 50% off, or you can order the stuff from the regular menu at 30% off. And I added up. If you work 5 shifts a week and you spend $11, $12 with the discount on food every day, you're gonna end up spending like over $5 grand a year on food. Wait, no, it was more than that. I don't remember. It was some number that was big. A surprising amount. Basically a handful of paychecks on just food because the free stuff wasn't good enough every time. So now there's people bringing in food, leaving it all over the place and shit like that, and complaining about how they have to like make food at home or like spending money, and I'm like, you guys did this. You did it and then you whined about it. And I don't care. Come on. Well. No backpack, so we could either get Gunsing and not have invincibility, or we can get invincibility and have invincibility. I mean, I'm gonna get the invincibility, of course. It's just kind of a bummer. But again, I'm choosing to put myself in this situation, so I'm not complaining about it. Hey Sam, how you doing? You having yourself a good one? What should I use? There's a little light in the damage. Yeah, I got the haircut a little over a week ago. Or no, wait, no, it was actually like 4 days ago. Don't mind me, can't remember. Why did I use that one? Ooh, I got 2 birds protecting me. I wonder if I have any coolness. I don't think I have a single drop of coolness. Dude, is there only one boss music for every boss in this game? Did I just realize that for the first time somehow? Yo, God, that was close. This sounds like the boss completion music. Is it the same? Oh my god, okay. So glad I got invincibility because I played this boss like the opposite of the fiddle. I played this boss as if I were the fiddle. Jesus. Yeah, no, there are very much reasons to complain in the world. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think, you know, this is not a situation where I'm thinking if you ever complain about anything, you're part of the problem. The problem is people complaining about something that their complaints can ruin a good thing for other people because they don't value that thing. Like, that's inherently viciously selfish, and I think they're the kind of people who have never realized that, like, things don't always need to be about you, like, for them to be decent. So now it's actually kind of a win-win. The back of the house, well, it's not a win-win. It's a lesson learned to a lot of people. But the back of the house gets their employee meals for free because they still make the family meal. They're the ones that have to cook it. They don't have to hear a bunch of fucking whiny little children who are making more money than them complaining about the quality of the freaking free meal. That's another thing. If you work in a restaurant and you're front of house and you make more than the people in the back house do, and you complain about free food, you're a piece of shit. Like, you just are. Like, you're a selfish turd. Like, it's just the case. What kind of shop do you work at? And also, is my wife exploding the washing machine right now? I need you guys to tell me. I need you to tell me what my wife is doing. Oh man, so my mom has worked for the government. I think she actually works for the government again. And working for the government is weird. They make some, like, sweeping decisions about things that are going to affect everyone. And think about how one job is going to be changed by instead of the 30 other jobs that they're actually flipping around. Like, there's one guy in an office somewhere that has talked to 6 other guys, and they decided that people in job A need to do one thing differently, and that's going to affect people in jobs B through F, and they don't even think about those people. Like, oh man, I want to hear this story, Sam. I want to hear this story of this high school person. You just got worked up about it. I'm like excited. Whoa, these guys are fast. Get out of here. There we go. Well, you know how I feel about chat while I'm recording the Gungeon. I'll check it out after the stream. Oh, well, we've talked about it before. I'm recording these for my YouTube channel, so I do not do chat while I'm doing the YouTube videos. Or the Gungeon runs. But afterward, and I'm pretty close to doing here. Check it out. Man, the Shovel Knight gun is just so damn good. You know what it's like? It's like when people ask for weapons to be nerfed in a single-player game. No Semio. Like, so there's this gun in this game that is extremely powerful. Oh man, wrong way. Extremely powerful, specifically on bullet hell. It's pretty useless on most other floors because it's one that changes with, depending on which floor you're using it on. It's called the chamber gun. The floors in this game are called chambers. That's why it's there. But there are a lot of people saying like, hey dodge roll, hey DR, hey doctor, like, why don't you nerf this gun? And I just want to be like, here's a better idea. Why don't you not use that gun? Stop taking from other people. There are a lot of people, like, there are certain guns I've used the hell out of that I try not to use. I'll still use them if a run's going badly or if it is going slowly and I just want to burn through it. But Blasphemy, what's the other one? Betrayer's Lies, things like that. They're just guns that I like, kind of tired of how all-encompassingly powerful they are. My thing is, if I feel like it's unfair to use it consistently, this isn't an online game. I'm not competing with someone who might not have the opportunity to use the thing. It might be a different class or whatever. This is a single-player game. Offline. Like, you don't need to take away from other people's experience. It's the same thing as the employee meal. Just don't remove from other people things you feel you don't need. Because you are not the only freaking person. Nerfs suck in general. Like, just taken away from things that people already have. I've been playing a buttload of Final Fantasy XIV, and the new expansion is about to nerf my favorite job. The job that I've been playing the most since, like, I played it way back at launch. Please just let me dodge this guy. God, I hate it. I'm so bad at dodging that freaking attack. Everybody back off. What the hell? Oh my god, he ate so much of my ammo. But Scholar is a healer class that uses a familiar, and in order to make it feel like it's not as good, or not as universally versatile, instead of buffing the other healing jobs, which the other healing jobs, they're not bad. Like, Scholar has one thing that makes it stand up, and that's a pet, but it also has a bunch of different attack stuff, which you can use when you don't need to heal because your pet has it handled. You still really, really need to pop in and take over a lot of the time with Scholar. Anyway, they decided with this next expansion that's about to come out that they're going to nerf Scholar so that the other jobs feel better. They're actually buffing the other jobs at the same time as nerfing Scholar, so Scholar can do less area of effect damage and stuff like that. While also, I saw that Black was playing Final Fantasy XIV for like one stream. I don't know if he's still at it, but that would have been cool to play 14 with him. Ah, shit. Oh. Yeah, it's always weird to me. I know that games have to balance tweak, and sometimes, like, it would take changing 6 jobs for the better to increase one, or to equal one decrease from another job. But, yeah. I think MMOs are just not for a lot of people. I played the hell out of Final Fantasy XI way back in the day. Oh my god. And so Final Fantasy XIV, at least A Realm Reborn, is a much improved version of that. I played Final Fantasy XI for 5 or 6 years. From sophomore year of high school to, yeah, 2 years after graduation, with like a year off in the middle. That game didn't respect your time, though. But I didn't really realize that at the time. I definitely realize it now, and I think that's what I love about 14 now, is it's made with the starting premise of, nothing is going to take a huge, huge chunk of your time. Maybe some things will take a few hours, but it's not like a few hours every day forever, or you miss the opportunity to get the thing. There's some accomplishments in Final Fantasy XI that you could only get after months and months of getting this extremely rare resource and finding the ability to either buy extras of those resources or farm them. I mean, you should try 14. It's got a very good balance, in my opinion, but I'm biased because I enjoy the game. So the story, if you're just following the main story quest, it's pretty linear, or it can be, but there's always branches you can take. Oh god, why am I so itchy? And the thing that I loved about 11 is that changing gear changes your class. You never need a second character. You don't have to re-roll someone to experience another thing. And I think that just like that in itself is a freaking genius design choice. But damn, my ammo is crap right now. Chicken, get down where you're useful. Fuck. Chicken. Oh, there's my other bird. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yo! Why did my owl just dodge out of the way? You guys see that? This guy just said, nah, you're taking this one. And dove away from protecting me. Man, I also love Final Fantasy 11 and 14 because there's a lot of stuff you can really... there's so many different paths. Playing as like someone there to make money can be really, really rewarding. You need one character that can get through the story, through combat and stuff like that. But after that, you can play someone that's 100% in the game to make money and just be, oh man, a crafter, a gatherer. You can buy the resources for crafting stuff, where you can craft them yourself, or you can gather them yourself. I don't know. It's just got so much. There's some people I know who've made like 80 million gil in the game, and they use it to buy the housing and run their free company and things like that. Buddy. Why? Got out of mine right in time, and that's a Lich Flawless, thanks to perfect armor. You know it. You know it. Whoa, why is my phone ringing? Nate disliked an image. Nate disliked the image of... So Jackie got Snapchat and used that freaking turn your genitals all around filter. Or turn your face into the opposite gender filter. And I look like an ugly, ugly, like skeleton lady. That was a good run, though. Oh, people banished. People banished. It's surprising. Hey.